methods of accounting for amalgamation, pooling interest method in the books of transferee company, and another the purchase method in the books of transferee company. Pooling interest method in the books of transferee company, recording of assets liabilities, recording of reserve, recording of balance of profit and loss account, difference between the purchase consideration and amount of share capital of transfer company, and uniform accounting policies. In purchase method in the books of transferee company, recording of assets and liabilities, recording statutory reserve, recording of reserve other than statutory reserve, profit and loss account, balance, and difference between purchase consideration and net assets of the transfer company. If the amount of consideration is lower than the value of the net assets acquired, the difference should be treated as capital reserve. As per accounting standard 14, goodwill arising on amalgamation should be amortized to income on a systematic basis over its useful life, which should not be exceed 5 years unless somewhat longer period can be justified. Then most important concept related to amalgamation, absorption and reconstruction, purchase consideration. For the purpose of accounting, it is most important as per accounting standard 14, definition of purchase consideration, the aggregate of the shares and other securities issued and the payment made in the form of cash or other assets by the transferee company to the shareholders of the transferor company. Consideration does not include payments made to or for creditors or any other persons. Methods of purchase consideration: net assets method, net payment method, lump sum method, and intrinsic worth method. Now some important terms. Business means entire undertaking. Liabilities and trade liabilities. Term trade liabilities means liabilities which are incurred on account of the trade of the company, which may be manufacturing, purchasing and selling and rendering services. Thus, creditors and bills payable are trade liabilities. Now, following list of liabilities is important for the amalgamation accounting point of view. List of liabilities: bills payable, trade creditors, bank overdraft, debentures, loans, provision for taxation, workmen's saving account, provident fund, pension fund, unclaimed dividend, superannuation fund, creditors for expenses, employees security deposit, workmen's profit sharing fund, and provision for gratuity. Next, accumulated losses. It is important to understand the exact nature of particular fund, because the term fund may not always be an accumulated profits. There are some funds which are liabilities or and not profits. There are some funds which are partly the liabilities and partly profits. Accumulated profits: profit loss, general reserve, dividend equalization reserve, development rebate reserve, investment allowance reserve, capital redemption reserve, security premium, share forfeited account. And accumulated loss, there are profit loss account, debit balance, labor expenses, discount on issue of shares, debentures, deferred revenue expenditure, and other fictitious assets also. And accumulated profit and losses, but related to funds. In these funds, accumulated profit sinking fund, debenture redemption fund, and dividend equalization fund. Partly profit, employee accident fund, accident compensation fund, employee insurance fund, contingent fund, and workman accident fund. And strictly liabilities, that is employee provident fund, employee profit sharing fund, employee pension fund, employee superannuation fund, etc. Okay, thank you.